Journey to start. I will start for sure. Somewhere between the bottom of the climb and the summit is the answer to the mystery why we climb. But really, why I climbed? So it started with a dear friend of mine after watching a famous Bollywood movie. And he got a notion that he should do something in life, something great, something extraordinary, out of the world, out of the box, where he can travel and meet Deepika Padukone, like movie. Then he called me. I completely ignored him because he was the same guy who wanted to become a wrestler after watching WWE and a chief minister after watching Nayak. Completely ignored him, but he was adamant. He told me he found his notion. Then I started searching. Again and again, I started searching for the course which are in adventure, and I came across Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. Himalayan Mountaineering Institute is one of the premier mountaineering institute in the world. It is founded by none other than Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in 1954, the first Prime Minister of India. The institute is located in Darjeeling. Darjeeling is also the hometown of Tenzing Norgay, the famous Tenzing Norgay who submitted the Mount Everest first time. The fun fact, Tenzing Norgay spent his post-Everest days in Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. I gathered all this information and went to my friend. But up to that time, he lost his interest in mountaineering as well as Deepika Padukone. Now he wanted to become a doctor after watching Arjun Reddy. That's a different story altogether. But admissions were still open for the batch starting after 1 year. I don't know what happened, I don't know what I thought. I decided to enroll. Good afternoon, Toastmasters. My dear guest, I am Ashutosh Sharma giving my last speech in Worldly Wise Toastmasters. This is the journey, and I am going to take you on the most difficult, one of the most difficult and the rewarding journeys of my life. Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, basic mountaineering course that I enrolled in. I went in and enrolled, but to enroll itself, you need to fill a big form and went through a rigorous medical examination. Even before that, I went to my manager for asking 1 month of leave. He was really happy. He thought I am going to get married and gave him some kind of party. But he got disappointed as soon as I told him about my plan of mountaineering. But he got convinced when I told him about the majestic wine of Darjeeling which I am going to get for him. There is no majestic wine in Darjeeling. Only tea is famous. But it worked. I got the leaves. As soon as I got the confirmation, I got a pre-course workout plan. This pre-course workout plan you need to follow at least for 4 months before going for the course. At least I'm saying. I tried to follow it for 9 months. Even that was less, you will get to know. Some days were really tough. As you can see, you need to do different kind of exercises every day. So some days were really tough. Some days I felt a sense of passion going through my veins. I did best what I can do. I participated in all the kind of marathons, did all the kind of exercises, even visited Nandi Hills. I was confident and scared at the same time. Now came the D-Day. I boarded the flight and reached the gate of Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. I was always fittest in the lot, whether in my college, school, even in corporate, even today also. But as soon as I entered, it was a completely new world. People were already athletes. They were in army. They already submitted some of the 5,000 meters peak. And I was the guy who was proud of climbing Nandi Hills on a bike. That was the eye opener for me. That I need to step up. Next day, course started. So course was divided into 5 phases. So complete 1 month course. Phase 1 rock craft. Phase 2 tracking to higher base camp. Phase 3 ice and snow craft. We'll get into some details. Phase 4 height gain, and phase 5 graduation ceremony. Let's get into some detail. Phase 1 rock craft. In phase 1, they will teach you how you can climb the rocks, all kind of rocks. Even the sum of the rocks was bigger than this building itself, but you need to climb those rocks. And I was the guy who never climbed anything, and that was a completely new experience for me. You know, the rock were not the most difficult part. The difficult part was to get up in the morning and run 10 kilometers every day. In Bangalore, if you run 10 kilometers, you will get a medal. But there you have to run 10 kilometers every day because it's just a warm up for 2.5 hours of exercise every day. It's difficult, it's challenging. As you can see, rock climbing on the faces easy, difficult, and medium. Rappelling, they have taught us, is a technique how you will come down from the rock. If you want details, you get the admission. I will just tell you in a light manner. Next was the Tiger Hill practice track, in which they gave a chance to give some exposure for the track. And last and the most difficult task was fitness test in this phase. This fitness test you need to clear it. Means you need to complete 14 hours of track in 3 hours. Even if you are not able to do it, you will be out of the course. I didn't book my tickets up to that time. I somehow completed it. Just 15 minutes before the allocated time. 15 people were not able to complete it. They were sent home. Now the next phase is trekking to higher base camp. One of the most difficult parts. This track is the Asia's third toughest track, and you need to carry around 18 kgs of load, which includes equipments as well as your personal belongings. Imagine you're carrying a gas cylinder and coming to the 9th floor through a staircase. And now imagine that staircase is going to 14,600 feet. You need to do it. You need to walk 12 hours a day for consecutive 3 days. You will eat whatever they give you. If you are vegetarian, best of luck. I was there. If you are not non-vegetarian, at least you will get something to eat. Always you need to walk in line. There is no exception to that rule. Next come phase 3 and 4, ice and snow craft, in which they will teach you how to save yourself when you are walking on the ice and when you are climbing the snow. They will teach you how to resist yourself falling down. You will also get to know the difference between ice and snow. That's a very important part. You will learn different techniques like zoomering, in which they will teach you how you can climb with the help of small equipment. Crevasse rescue, we will see the image. Means suppose someone fell down in the crevasse or some kind of big hole, how you can rescue them. Traversing, how you can move in the horizontal and vertical directions on the steep ice wall. And height gain is the first peak which we are going to get is Mount Renault. So these are the things. These are some of the pictures. The pulley system for crevasse rescue means if someone fall down, how you will create a pulley to get them back from the ditch. And some of the activities which that James Bond style, some things we did. This is the crevasse rescue. This like everyone get a chance to go inside the ditch and people will try to get them out. And the mountain you can see is the test area in which after every phase you need to go and climb this mountain. This is not a small one, I'm telling you, it's bigger than this building itself. So it looks very small from the image, but actually it's quite big and scary. Last, phase 5. The most rewarding, I should say this. You feel happy you are alive after coming to the institute. What to say about this actually? You need even to get graduate. Even to be a graduate, you need to give a test, like a test which we give in our schools and colleges, the same theoretical test. And then we will have a practical test also where you need to climb the wall and show your techniques. Finally, if you're fortunate enough, you will get the badge from HMI and you will be a certified mountaineer and you can take your own tracks. It's difficult to see, I'm also there, just the circle in the red. Again comes the same question. Somewhere between the bottom of the climb and the summit is the answer to the mystery why we climb. I didn't got the answers actually, but I got the memories. I met some of the finest people in the world, but I felt also bad because I need to leave them. Probably answer is the journey, or probably journey is the answer. I don't know. Over to you.